I'm Jaylin Rice Douglas.
And I'm Mr. Ryan. Welcome back to another episode of Educating Kahnawake Rono. Throughout the new school year, we have a lot in store for you on the program.
Today we are going to take a look at some of the positions within our school system that have been filled by new people.
First up is Donna Lahache, who is the new Executive Director of the Kahnawake Education Center. Donna is no stranger to education. She has a broad background in the field. We sat down with her to find out what she hopes to bring to this position.
Well, my name is Donna Lahache. I've worked for the Kahnawake education system for about 18 years. I started out as a teacher. I worked at Cattery School. I got my first job after graduating from McGill at Godinuha School, teaching English transition for the grade 5 and 6 students, and I worked there for approximately 12 years. And then I moved on to KSS, and I worked at KSS in the senior school and in the middle school. And then I had an opportunity to work as a principal in Augustosne. So I worked there for 3.5 years as a principal of the immersion school. While I was working as principal, I had an offer to work as a student success coordinator because there was a project that was taken on through FNEC and the Education Center to look at, in particular, literacy and numeracy. I accepted the position. It was very difficult because then I had to leave the school in Augustosne, and they gave me an opportunity to work with all of the schools, 3 schools. I had experience in them prior to that, but this gave me experience working with different groups of teachers, looking at the programming, looking at what was being used as program materials in math and in language arts. It gave me opportunity to provide workshops for the teachers from people from the ministry so that teachers can be familiar with what is happening in the outside schools with the reform and changes in programming standards. So we had lots of opportunity, in particular with math and literacy, to upgrade our programming. As the new director, I'm mentoring a new principal at KSS, in addition working with the new FNSSP curriculum coordinator, which is Jackie Leclerc, in continuing some of the things that we started last year in making the improvements in our literacy and numeracy programming, continuing the professional development for staff. In addition, in my role, I'm working with the administrators to strengthen the administration team. We're doing inter-school visitations. The principal of the school that we're attending is going to be able to showcase some of the positive things that are happening in their school and have a chance to talk with the other administrators about ways that they can improve or make changes in different areas. It's busy, which is what I expected. It's quite busy. I'm trying to be much more hands-on in being in the schools. So I make it a point daily to try to go to each of the schools. One of my goals is to be more visible in the schools. I think it's important because often, I know as a teacher, when I was in the schools, we would often question and say, well, these changes are being made and nobody ever comes to address us on it, or we didn't have an understanding of what was happening. So I think it's important that I meet with people and that I'm there and I can see things firsthand as well to know the impact of some of the changes that are happening. Also, to be able to talk to people about the schools. I want to be able to talk from a firsthand perspective. When I was principal as well, I was in the classrooms often, helping the teachers, supporting them, working with the students, so that when I met with parents or I had good understanding of what was happening in the classroom, and I can meet with them and talk from a place of knowledge and understanding rather from somebody just handing me a report on something. I'm looking forward to the remainder of the year and on working with staff and continuing to strengthen our curriculum. The improvements that we need, because I want Kahnawake schools to be first choice schools.
Up next is Sandra Deer. Sandra has been working her way up through Kahnawake school system for years. She is now the new principal at KSS. Here's what she had to say about her new position.
My name's Sandra Deer Standup. I'm the new KSS principal. I was teaching at Step by Step. I wasn't planning to leave there. It was I had some encouragement from a lot of people, some family members and different people, friends, and asking me, are you applying for the KSS job? And once I started to read the position, and talking to other people, and and then I decided to put my application in. A lot of my feeling was excitement, and because I really like challenges, because I've never been a principal. I've always been a classroom teacher or Mohawk teacher, or some form of teaching in the education system, but I've never had that kind of position. At the same time, I was totally shocked. I was in shock for like the whole weekend and the whole week, and people were congratulating me everywhere I went in the community. The last woman principal here at Kahnawake Survival School was Standup, my mother-in-law, and that was many years ago because I was a student. I was a student here at Survival School at the time when she was the principal, and she's been very helpful these last few weeks. The idea that I had in mind was to really look at the school on the inside and to bring change from the inside so it'll project itself on the outside. I just feel that, like, because I wasn't involved in the school, I was a parent, so I only seen the parenting stuff, like my son's grades and teacher conferences. I didn't have all of the details of how the school runs. So it was interesting to find out, the amount of work it takes to run a school and the amount of energy it takes to put everything together, to organize things, scheduling, programming, and I mean, it's right across the board, and as a past teacher, it's like you're really focusing on your own class and your own thing, with your class and your students. But here, the focus is within the whole school. It's with the teachers and the students and the parents. So the focus is a lot wider. The changes that I felt that I probably could make or wanted to was basically to take what is here now and just build upon it, to bring more awareness to our students and our staff about what it is to be Kahnawake and to have our own school, and how fortunate we are to have our own school, and that it's an opportunity for all of us, myself, every administrative person here, every teacher here, every student here, that this is an opportunity for us to rethink what is our education all about. You need the academics to, if you want to pursue your education further. And we all feel, the community, the parents, everybody feels that we need our culture and our language as our foundation, which helps us, develop who we are as people. It needs to be balanced. We need to have it balanced out where we're receiving both of them. Because knowing who you are and having your foundation of who you are, you don't just learn it in grade 7 to grade 9. You need to learn it throughout your life, because it's all about the students, really. When you look at it, the school was created by students who walked out of Howardice Billings. So that's part of what the message that I'd like to send as well, is that the school is for the students primarily, and we're all here and we all have jobs because of these students. I could see some of the students like, she's the principal now, it's like they really don't know how to take me, but meeting with a lot of them, and talking to them and that, a lot of them, they're, I'm getting comfortable with them and they're getting comfortable with me. Now they feel that, they can approach me. And I tell the students, come and see me if you have concerns, if you have things, that you want to do, so there's a really good bunch of kids here that are, taking initiative and things. If there's any community members who'd like to come by, I encourage that, to come by and visit. You're welcome to come here anytime. Bring your family, bring your cousins, whoever, come by and visit. We have a lot of programs going on, a new program called Pathways, and it gives different options, so the kids are experiencing a lot of different things in their academics. If there's anything that any community member would like to come here and, you know, maybe even offer some kind of activities or ideas or presentations or anything for the students, that would really be great to get the community more involved in the school. Yeah, that would be really something. That's how it used to be. I remember when I was a student, the community was really involved with us. So that's what I'm looking forward to. This is our school, you know, and we need to be proud of it. When I was at survival school, there was a feeling of you were proud to be there. You know, when I was a student, it was the place to be. So that's what I'm looking forward to, creating that kind of atmosphere here.
That's it for another episode of Educating Kahnawake Ronu. We hope you enjoyed the program, and we'll see you again soon. Honor.